Hey, beautiful souls. You know, I watched something today and a video, and it kind of reminded me of when I was talking to a guy who was a therapist. And he said to me, he asked me what was my worst fear, and I said, losing my home. He said, okay, well, what would happen then? I said, then I'd have to live in my car. And he said, okay. And if you lost that, then what would happen? And I said, well, then I would be living under a hedge. He said, okay. And then what would happen? Well, then I would struggle to eat and drink. And he said, okay. And if you couldn't do that, then what would happen? And well, I'd be dead. Right? And he was like, right. And then what would happen? Well, dude, I'd be dead. But it kind of, A, wasn't very helpful. Secondly, it did make me think. And this video that I watched earlier today on Instagram, it just reminded me of it. And I was thinking, you know, moments are precious. Whether you have a home or a castle, whether you live in a van, whether you live wherever it is, even if you are under a hedge. Moments are incredibly precious. And we have to soak them in completely with gratitude. When was the last time when you turned around and said, I'm grateful for this cup of tea, I'm grateful for this coffee, I'm grateful for all these wonderful things that I have in my life that are so small that I just take advantage of every day. The fact that I can take a shower or a bath or have running water or a roof over my head, and we panic and we worry about it. But you know what? At the end of the day, if we're grateful, we understand it, we just stay present within the moment. We stop looking so far towards the future as to what might happen, might not. Your fears, your worries, they just might not even happen. You know, the universe, source, angels, they all have this weird, strange little way of bringing things into you when you completely least expect it. And then people say to you, well, how did you get that? What happened? I thought you were. They'll ask you, and you go, I was grateful. I stayed in the moment. I stayed present. I stayed true to me, to what I believe in. And I just breathed in the moment. I stayed present here, now. That's what matters, and that's what counts right here, right now.